I'm looking back at some old reports of yours, actually. I just went in and looking at Satish Bapat's comments in 2019's annual report. And you were filled with such optimism as a company about investment management, about asset management. And I'm really buying into all the things you were telling us there that actually were the great focuses of drive at there: customer experience, the sustainability, looking at cognitive behavioural investment, what have you. What went wrong? Why did you decide to sell such an asset which you had such growth hopes for?
Right. Good morning, everybody. So we started indeed a strategic review on how to accelerate the growth of NNIP. And this was, to your point, clearly not driven by that there was a short-term problem. We recently reported also our half-year numbers, and NNIP again showed a good result. Also a net inflow of close to 4 billion of third-party business. So the question was not on the short term, can NNIP compete, and is it a successful business? It is. The question for us was, what is long-term the best way to further develop this business? And we all know that, there's fee pressure, there's scale is very, very important in this business. Shift to passive is ongoing, and also customers demand flexibility. So that's why we did a strategic review to see what is long-term the best setup for NNIP. And we're very pleased with the transaction that we announced today, because we believe that, first of all, it will broaden all the customer propositions that we offer to our customers. By the way, we are ourselves as NN Group also a large customer that can benefit from the broad product range that Goldman offers. There will be also a European hub, so that means there's also a future for our colleagues from NNIP, and we will get more access to broader distribution, so that can also help to build scale. And obviously, it's an attractive deal for shareholders with a 1.7 billion income when we close the deal. So it was overall a balanced stakeholder approach that we took, and we're pleased with the transaction.
I appreciate that, David. There was a lot of willing buyers out there. We know that Generali had earlier interest at DWS, and of course the ultimate winner, Goldman Sachs Asset Management. I'm going to ask you this very bluntly, because you just talked about shareholder returns. Is this your strategy, or is it a strategy you were forced into by activist shareholders, including Elliott?
No, this was clearly our own strategic review that we have done. We announced that at the end of April, and we're happy that we can now come out and present how we want to move forward. It hasn't, to be very honest, it hasn't been discussed with any activist or shareholder up front. This was really our own strategic thinking that led to the strategic review and also to this outcome. But it was not part of a conversation with one or a group of shareholders.
David, when we spoke a couple of weeks back, you indicated to us that all options were on the table. So can you just comment on this tie-up that will still remain, as you will have the company providing a 10-year strategic partnership where NN Investment Partners effectively continues to provide asset management services to NN Group? Why continue that tie-up? Why not have a clean break at this stage?
Yes, so indeed. So the deal is combined with a 10-year or a long-term agreement. We feel that is beneficial because there's a lot of capabilities also within NNIP and within Goldman that can really support our balance sheet and our own re-risking activities and our investment activity. At the same time, the deal also provides flexibility for us. So it does provide also the option that, for certain assets or certain capabilities, if we prefer to work with other asset managers, then in this arrangement, we also have the possibility to do that. So for us, it's a very strong combination. On the one hand, a long-term partnership that is clearly beneficial. We've also seen that a closer tie-up between insurance and asset management works, but it also provides flexibility for specialties and some other product ranges if that is needed. So it's a good combination for us.